Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of RealSportsLive.com. We are live streaming from the Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas, as the visiting team, the Eagle Pass Eagles, are getting announced right now, and it's Ray Mendoza, followed by DeAndre Torres, and Christian Del Bosque, Braulio Rodriguez, Isaac Gonzalez, Isaac Gonzalez, Hector Montoya will be the DH. As we're live once again, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, and we are getting set for game number 2. As they're going to be announcing the Coyotes, Ray Alanis, followed by number 4, Jake Moreno. So they're introducing both teams right now. So we get set for game number 2. Last night, a complete game, 7-inning shutout victory, 1-hitter for Ray Mendoza, as we get ready for the national anthem. As the playing of the national anthem has concluded, and we get set for game number 2. The Eagles lead 1-0 in the best of 3 series against the La Joya Coyotes. And the Eagle Pass Eagles are the visiting team, so they'll be leading off in the first inning. Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com in conjunction with the iVision in Eagle Pass, as they're here to give us the feed. We thank the school district for allowing us to do what we came to do, is give you a great game on RealSportsLive.com. We're at the top of the first. Ray Mendoza will be leading off, and DeAndre Torres will be hitting second. He'll be playing shortstop. Braulio Rodriguez is playing third and playing third base. Behind the plate is Christian Del Bosque. Hitting fifth is Derek Ibarra. He'll be playing left field. Isaac Roque will be playing first base. Isaac Gonzalez at second. The DH, Hector Montoya. David Lopez will be playing right. So last night, Ray Mendoza pitched a gem for the Coyotes. They actually had a game where they were close at the beginning of the first 3 innings, and in the second and the third inning, the Eagle Pass Eagles got to the starting pitcher and were able to get ahead and get 2 runs on him. As we get set for the first pitch here in game number 3, we'll give you a little bit about the Coyotes pitcher. First pitch from is a strike. Strike one on Ray Mendoza as the La Joya Coyotes are the home team today. Ball one, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagle Pass Eagles are the visiting team. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 25 on the hill. And outside missing ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. Missing high, ball three. Is a hit in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. This is number 25 on the hill is Joshua Sayaverda, and we don't actually have him listed as in the pitching staff as far as anybody. The 3 pitchers that they had was, of course, Jonathan Martinez, who pitched last night, Castillo, number 16, the first baseman, and Hernandez, who came in last night. Ball 4 on a 3-2 pitch, and so now DeAndre Torres, who last night for the Eagles went 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored with 3 RBIs. So again, the Eagles putting the pressure early. Strike one. Make sure you guys log on and tune in to realsportslive.com. Go to our event calendar tab and you'll find game 2. And missing inside, ball 1. So 1-1 the count with no outs, top of the first. Beautiful, beautiful day for baseball. Missing high, ball 2. It is partly cloudy, sunny, with a chance of baseball. That's your forecast, brought to you by Stat Emergency. Pops it up near the catcher, and under it is Lopez for out number 1. Took something off on that one. Now Braulio Rodriguez. Rodriguez last night got hit into a double play and then had a 2 RBI double and then 2 strikeouts, so he's 1 for 4. Followed by Christian Del Bosque, the catcher, and then Derek Ibarra, or the next due up. 1 out. Runner goes. Throw down to second, not in time. Safe in there for a stolen base. And he swung through that pitch. Strike 1. So runner in scoring position. Last night, the Eagles were 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position, making sure that they got those runs in when they had the opportunities. They got 2 runs in the third, 3 in the fourth. 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and then 2 in the sixth. 3 in the fifth, and then 2 in the sixth. So runner at second, ball high. So 1-1 the count. So we're live on our website. Braulio looks at a ball outside, ball 2. If you go to our website, you can actually find us under the calendar event. Go to Cinco de Mayo. Go to the May 5th. Go down to the tab there. And they're going to actually walk, intentional walk to Rodriguez. Now number 13, Christian Del Bosque. So with one out in the inning, runners at first and second. Rodriguez just got walked intentionally. And Mendoza over at second, inside ball one. Missing. Ball two. 2:30 start for the Eagle Pass Eagles and La Joya Coyotes. We're live from Laredo, Texas, United ISD Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. And a shot into the gap. Round third is Mendoza. And into third is Rodriguez, safe at third. So a RBI single to the gap in right center field as he brings in Mendoza. Braulio all the way to third, and Del Bosque will get an RBI single, and the courtesy runner, number 14, Christian Barcena, will come in. So 1-0 the score here as the Eagle Pass Eagles are the away team, and so with one out, runner at first and third. Ibarra, first pitch he sees, rolls it. Foul ball. Strike one. Pitch is ball, so 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ibarra last night went 1 for 2 inside, missing. Ball two. 2 balls and a strike. With runners at the corners at first and third, and one out in the top of the first as the Eagles strike first and get a run in. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is beautiful baseball weather here in Laredo, Texas. Last night we had some rain come in about the 5th or 6th inning, so we were broadcasting still through that. And the ball runner gets to second. So now has a full count, Ibarra, with runners in scoring position, second and third. The pitch, and pops it up to center field. Couple of balls back. Tagging is Rodriguez. A runner to third. And a sacrifice fly. RBI for Ibarra as he flies out to center, brings in Rodriguez, and moves Barcena over to third with 2 outs now. First pitch he sees, he rips one into the gap in left center field, and he's going to round first and into second base. He's safe at second as the swipe tag did not get there in time. Coach Flores will come out and talk to the base umpire. Time is called. Double for Roque. First pitch he saw, rips one into left center for an RBI double, and the Eagles lead 3-0 here early on in this contest as Coach Flores goes out and talks to his starting pitcher with 2 outs in the inning in the top of the first, and the Eagles have jumped on them. Of course, coming off that big win last night, 7-0, they took control of the game midway through that game, as Martinez was having some issues getting into the zone. When he didn't get those close calls, he made those pitches to where it fell into the patient hitters of Eagle Pass. So Isaac Gonzalez is the hitter. Another. Now we go to the bottom of the lineup where there's lefties galore. And the first pitch he sees rips the single to center, and Roque will stay at third as Gonzalez goes to first as he was looking to go. So a single to center. Now Hector Montoya, the DH, with 2 outs. So Montoya digs in, another lefty. First pitch he sees is a high fastball, ball 1. On deck is going to be David Lopez. Ball 2 is he misses high. If you go to our Facebook page, go to Real Sports Live, our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. You can go to our website, www.realsportslive.com. Go to our events calendar. Go to the date, Saturday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Celebrating Cinco de Mayo today. And an inside pitch, try to turn on it. Fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A blessing today is the gods. God gave us great baseball weather. My son had his Holy Communion and rip shot to right field. And Roque comes in on a single to right. So an RBI single by Montoya adds another run. And with 2 outs, Coach Flores will go to another pitcher, and it's going to be number 8 coming in to pitch as the Eagles have Angel Solis is going to be the new pitcher for the so Angel Solis is coming in after 2/3 of an inning. So the starting pitcher, number 25, Joshua Cervera, was taken out after 2/3 of an inning. Walked 1, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, and 4 of them earned as the Eagle Pass Eagles lead it 4-0 here in the top of the first. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com in conjunction with the Eagle Pass ISD iVision. So more of what happened last night. Ray Mendoza pitched a gem last night, giving up only 1 hit. He had a no-hitter through 4. Actually, he had a no-hitter through 4, and gave up that lone hit in the 5th. And it was a 7-0 shutout as he K'd. He struck out 12 strikeouts and giving up 3 walks in his pursuit of a shutout last night in game number 1. So now David Lopez comes in to face Solis with runners at first and second and 2 outs. First pitch he sees, grounds it to the second baseman. 4-3 as Lopez grounds out for out number 3. 4-3 for out number 3, and that retires the Eagles in the top half of the first. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After half inning, your Eagle Pass Eagles 4, the La Joya Coyotes 0. We'll be back with more after this. You listen to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com.
The wait is over at Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass. 24/7 Emergency Center is here. Stat Emergency Center takes the anguish out of the long wait times and the cramped waiting areas of the traditional ER, providing full services for your emergency without the inconvenience of the traditional ER. Stat is a fully staffed and licensed emergency center with a physician on site 24/7. Patients can relax in modern, upscale suites before being evaluated. It's Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass, where the wait is over.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
And we're back live to RealSportsLive.com in conjunction with the Eagle Pass ISD iVision as they lend us their feed. We thank them very much, and we're giving you the best broadcast that possible through RealSportsLive.com. We're in the bottom of the first inning, and Alanis followed by Jake Moreno and Ryan Lopez. And on the mound for Eagle Pass is number 2, the sophomore Eric Heredia. He'll be facing Alanis, Moreno, and Lopez due up. As Heredia is in the top 6. First pitch is inside ball 1. Coach is asking him to pound the zone. Misses high, ball 2. So, comfortable 4-0 lead. It needs to come out and pound that zone. Strike 1. So, 2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Alanis, who went 0 for 3 against Ray Mendoza last night. 0 for 2, with a walk. Strike 2. So now, evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Analis. Heredia. As Alanis calls time. So 2-2 pitch on its way. And a ground ball to the second baseman. Over to first for out number 1. 4-3 for out number 1. Now number 4, Jake Moreno. Last night went 0 for 3, striking out 3 times against Ray Mendoza. So now they go from seeing a lefty last night to seeing a right-handed hitter, a right-handed pitcher today in today's game number 2 here Saturday, as we had a 2:30 start. In the dirt, ball 1. Ground ball towards the first baseman. Flips over to the pitcher who covers. So 3-1 for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, with the catcher Ryan Lopez now, the number 34. First pitch is outside, ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. So again, the wind is blowing in a little bit today. Inside missing, ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes on the hitter Ryan Lopez. On deck is Julian Castillo, the first baseman, and then Jonathan Martinez, the third baseman today, pitched last night. 3-0 pitch on its way with 2 outs. Comes right back with a strike. So Heredia now a 3-1 count on Lopez. Pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. And that is an error, because he got Lopez to ground and hit a ground ball. So E6, as he ranged towards the his glove side, was there, hit the in and out or an in between hopper, got through. So now Rincon, number 11, the courtesy runner, will be running for Lopez. Julian Castillo, the first baseman, digs in with a runner at first, 2 outs. Low, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Runner at first base. Reached on an error. 2 outs in the inning. 4-0 the score. You're listening to Freddie Heredia live on realsportslive.com in conjunction with the Eagle Pass ISD iVision. And catches it inside corner, strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Just don't forget that we are streaming on 5 different platforms. You can go to our Facebook page, like us, share us, and follow us, Real Sports Live. Ground ball. It gets a hit to left field as Castillo, a single down the third base line. So now number 85, Jonathan Martinez, with 2 outs in the inning, runners at first and second. Martinez last night hit 1-3 and then got a hit. He's 1 for 4. First pitch he sees, a fly ball to right field. The right fielder comes in and it falls in. So an error by the left fielder as Lopez comes in, as Rincon comes in. Castillo goes to second. So now Adan Garcia, the DH, with runners at first and second and 2 outs. The Coyotes bring in 1 run with the wind blowing in a little bit, and a hard ground ball to throw to home. Another hit. Garcia gets a hit. Now bases loaded for Carlos De Leon now, number 3. The right fielder comes in. De Leon went 0 for 2 last night. So now De Leon, first pitch he sees, flies it to right field. The right fielder under that one for out number 3. And De Leon flies out to the right fielder Lopez for out number 3. And 3 runners left. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on base as the Eagles lead it after 1, 4-1. 4-1. We'll be back with more after this. You listen to Friday Day on RealSportsLive.com. It's game day, and we're at Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels, 3164 Del Rio Boulevard, 773-4010. We're with Armin Flores, a proud sponsor of RealSportsLive.com and Eagle Pass Athletics. What are your May sales?
We don't have May sales. We have everyday sales here at Siesta Tires. So if you want to buy, stop on by or give us a call at 830-773-4010.
There you go, Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Back to the game.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Rody's Country Fried Chicken.
It's game day, and we're live from Brownie Eagle Pass with Sal here. Remember, just call Sal at 513-6675.
If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, just call Sal 830-513-6675. Thank you, guys.
Great selection here at Brown of Eagle Pass. Make sure you guys call Sal at 513-6675. Great supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. That's Sal. Don't forget the number, 513-6675. We're back to the game. And we're back live to RealSportsLive.com. We're in beautiful Laredo, Texas, the Student Activity Center, as the Eagles lead after 1 complete inning, 4-1. And now leading off in this top half of the second, Ray Mendoza, followed by DeAndre Torres and Bernardo Rodriguez, as the Eagles try to get that 1 run back that they gave up in that bottom of the first. But still leading 4-1. I want to thank everybody who is logged on and tuned in to our different platforms. First pitch from Solis is a strike. So now a different pitcher here with Solis. Saavedra came in, tried to locate, tried a lot of off-speed. Now 1 ball, 1 strike with Solis. With Solis, he does throw a little bit harder here. Missing inside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter, Ray Mendoza. Missing inside, ball 3. So Mendoza is ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Lopez talks to the umpire real quick just to see if it was a ball or a strike. On deck is DeAndre Torres, the senior shortstop. Actually went from second base last year to shortstop this year, hitting a cool 486 in the season, and a ground ball that will was fair, and the first baseman gets to the bag. Castillo. As Mendoza is retired 3 unassisted for out number 1. So now DeAndre Torres steps in, another lefty, and then Braulio Rodriguez a righty. 1 out. We're in the top of the second. Misses. Ball 1. Misses high. Ball 2. There is another pitcher in the Coyote bullpen, number 27. Strike 1. Throwing in the bullpen, getting just in case they need another pitcher, and that's number 27, Fernando Hernandez. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike on DeAndre Torres. He fouled out to the catcher his first time up. 3-1 pitch, and rips a single into center field as Torres stays patient. And a single to center for Torres. And he's over at first now for Braulio Rodriguez, the third baseman, who got intentionally walked his first time up to get to Del Bosque, the catcher, who had an RBI single and brought in Mendoza. So Torres at first takes his lead. Solis, high, ball 1. Back to first, almost threw it away. A nice catch by Castillo to keep the ball in play. Braulio up the middle to second base, over to first for a double play. So Rodriguez hits into the 6-4-3 double play to end the inning here for the Eagle Pass Eagles, as they no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. After 1.5, your Eagles 4, La Joya 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening for today at realsportslive.com. And we're back live to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. You can go to our webpage, www.realsportslive.com. You can go to our Facebook page, Real Sports Live. You can go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we're in the bottom of the second, and Heredia will face Rodriguez, Peña, and then the top of the lineup for the La Joya Coyotes. I want to thank all our great advertisers who have given us the opportunity to bring you this live event from Laredo, Texas. Fouls that one off. Strike one on J.R. Rodriguez. And a ground ball up the middle. Torres over to first for out number one. 6-3 for out number one. Nice assist put out by the shortstop DeAndre Torres to Roque. Now Anthony Peña. Peña yesterday against Ray Ray went 0 for 2, grounded out to third and grounded out to the shortstop his last time up, so he was 0 for 2 in the series. And Peña is the shortstop. First pitch he sees, pops it up, and will get into foul territory. Strike one, out of play. So one out here. We're in the bottom of the second. Game number 2, La Joya versus Eagle Pass. And just misses inside ball one. Time is called. As Peña asks for time. Bottom of the first at the Zachary Softball Complex. The Lady Eagles are down 3-0 as they won last night 11-7. So just an update from our friends over at the softball field over at Zachary Field here in Laredo. Pops it up. Right side. And that will hit the So it hits the dugout here on the visiting side. And 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the hitter, Anthony Peña. So now 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch on its way from Heredia to Peña. Ball hit to center field. Ray Ray Mendoza will get under that one for out number 3. For out number 2, excuse me. So now we go to the top of the lineup, Ray Alanis, who grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. With 2 outs here, 4-1 to score. Those first inning jitters for both pitchers. Now going into ball popped up into the infield, and Roque finally calls it off, and he gets the third out as he gets under it. 1, 2, 3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base for the La Joya Coyotes. As 2 complete now from Laredo, Texas, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas. Freddie Dea, Eagle Pass ISD iVision will bring you live play-by-play. We'll be back with more after this.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
You're looking for somebody to help you with your retirement plan? You're looking for somebody to help you with life insurance policy? Well, guess what? You can call 830-775-4800. You're looking to somebody to help you with tax debt? Well, Money Concepts, Money Link Financial Services, located in Del Rio, Texas, 1200 Avenue C. Call them up, 830-775-4800. Stop with going to other people. Come with Money Concepts at 830-775-4800. Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados, la mejor carne de la región, no hay comparación en cortes, precios y calidad. That's right, Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados, la mejor carne de la región. And we're back live as we start the top of the third. Christian Del Bosque, followed by Derek Ibarra and Isaac Roque. So as we start the third, nice and hot today compared to from yesterday. Yesterday, of course, the rain. They were expecting rain all across South Texas, and finally we got some last night. First pitch. Del Bosque sees from Solis is a strike. And almost hit him as he moved away. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter Del Bosque, who had an RBI single to right field. Brought in Rodriguez. As we have one of our great fans, David Lopez, Knickerbocker, de Jesus Salinas, and Berain here as Del Bosque pops up in the infield. Peña will get under that one, staring into the sun for out number 1. So
how's the weather out here, Coach?
It is nice and sunny, partly cloudy skies with a chance of baseball. And that's your weather report brought to you by Stat Emergency Center in Eagle Pass, Texas. Bunt attempt by Ibarra, and he took it off just in the nick of time, ball 1. We go to the top of the third here. The Eagles lead it 4-1. Solis inserted after 2/3 of an inning. Ground ball to the third base side and foul ball. Joshua Sayaverda was the starting pitcher for the La Joya Coyotes here in Game 2, and he lasted 2/3 of an inning, allowing a walk, 4 hits, 4 runs, and all of them earned. And now Angel Solis working his second inning of work. Just missing ball 2. As we look at the bracket misses outside ball 3. 3-1 the count now. As we look at the bracket in Region 4, Alexander and Nicky Rowe are in Roma, I believe, today, and also United McAllen. And ball 4 takes his base. So now Isaac Roque will come up to bat with a runner at first. in the Harlingen series. Vela is up 1-0 in that series. Whoever wins from that series plays the winner of this series here. Mission moves on. First pitch Roque sees. He pops it up to left field. And Roque likes that first pitch from this pitcher. Both times at bat. His first time he hit a double to left field, to the left center field gap. So now Isaac Gonzalez, who had a single to center, he's 1 for 1. Lefty now. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Runner goes as Ibarra is thrown out at second. Nice swipe tag by Peña over at shortstop to get the speedy Ibarra. 2-6 for out number 3, and Isaac Gonzalez will stay at bat. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base as we end the top of the third. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com. And we're back to live action. RealSportsLive.com is here in Laredo, Texas, as we have Coach going by here. Guys, you can also catch the San Benito San Antonio Southwest game. That went to Game 3 as we have that game. San Benito leads Southwest 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th, and the Lady Eagles are down 3-0 as we have the leadoff hitter in the inning, Jake Moreno, who grounded out to the first baseman his first time up. And ball 1, it starts him off. So we have some games going on. Not only here in Laredo, but down in the valley. So make sure you guys log on to our Facebook page. Log on to Grounder, ranging, throw to first, and he legs out a single infield hit. A nice play by Torres as he reins into the hole, deep in the hole, and almost got. So an infield hit for Moreno. Brian Lopez, who reached on an error his first time up, and the lone run here for the Coyotes. Moreno takes his lead over at first. First pitch he sees, pops it up. Going back is Ibarra to the wall and to the warning track. Loud out for Lopez. So Lopez flies out to deep left field for out number 1. Now Julian Castillo, who had a single. So now 1 out with a runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Moreno takes his lead. Heredia checks him once. Ground ball. It gets through into left field. And that's his second. That's his second hit for Castillo to left field as he finds the hole between third and short. Now number 85, Jonathan Martinez, who reached on an error the last time up. He flew out to left field and Ibarra, it came down. So now Jonathan Martinez with runners at first and second. And one out. Infield is playing for a double play. Misses inside, ball one. So Castillo at first, Moreno at second, Martinez at the plate. Checks the runner over at second. Throw over to second, not in time. Got to give us a great day for baseball down here in Laredo. Ground ball. Fouls it off. Left side, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Time is called. Moreno takes his lead at second. Castillo over at first. A 1-1 pitch to Martinez. Ball lifted into shallow. And a throw to home as Moreno comes in to score on that single, RBI single by Martinez. Is another one that falls in for a single. And Castillo moves to third on the throw to home, and Martinez goes to second. So now Adan Garcia, who got a single his last time up. So now Adan Garcia. So just an update. First pitch to Garcia, strike one. Just an update, Alexander, the Bulldogs, Laredo Alexander Bulldogs boys, baseball won 2-0 and advanced to the next round. Series changed to 1 game only. Southwest girls lead 4-2 in the top of the 6th. And those are some updates from Conrado Perez, EaglePassSportsCentral.com. Fouls that off, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 4-2 the score. Misses outside, ball 1. So runners at second and third for the Coyotes. 1 out, 1 run in here in the bottom of the third. Garcia. Ground ball up the middle. Out at third. Throw to second. And Garcia hits into a fielder's choice. And they get the lead runner, Castillo, leaning over at third. 6-5 for out number 2. And Martinez stays at second. So a heads-up play by Torres as he gets that runner He gets that runner at third, the lead runner. So now a runner at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for Carlos De Luna, who flew out to right field his first time up to end the and just misses high, ball 1. And just misses ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on the hitter. The number 7 hitter in the lineup for the Coyotes, De Leon, excuse me. And gets a strike there right at the knees, knee high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch on its way. And a line drive to right field. Charging is Lopez. And De Leon gets a single to right. And loads up the bases for J.R. Rodriguez. In the bottom of the third. As they bring in number 6 to, that's Fuentes Celedon. Celedonio Fuentes, the pinch runner for the DH. Rodriguez grounded out to the shortstop his first time up back in the second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And he gets a hit into the gap. 1 run will score, 2 runs will come in. As Rodriguez gets a 2-out, 2 RBI single. And De Leon at third. Rodriguez gets the second. Game is tied at 4-4 now. Now Anthony Peña. We're in the bottom of the third, with 2 outs in the inning, and the game is tied at 4-4. The Lady Eagles still down 3-0, just an update. Now we have a new pitcher coming in. Edward Mendoza. So Heredia gets chased off. Heredia pitches 2 2/3. No strikeouts. No walks. Giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. Excuse me, 3 earned. Now number 19, Edward Mendoza comes in, the freshman for Coach Mendoza. With 2 outs. So now Anthony Peña, who flew out to center field his last time up, back in the second, with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Edward Mendoza comes in. First pitch is a ball. Now the 2 runners that are on right now, De Leon, and Rodriguez, are Heredia. So if they do come in, those are tacked on to his runs given up. And a hit to right field. 1 run will come in. The ball's cut off, thrown to third, not in time. As De Leon comes in. Rodriguez moves to third. And Peña gets an RBI single to right field. So now to the top of the lineup as they take a 5-1 lead. 5-4 lead now for the Coyotes. So 1 runners at first and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And the ball is hit into right field. Another run will score. Throw over to third base, not in time. As Peña goes to third. And an RBI single to right field by Alanis as he brings in Rodriguez. So again, runners at first and third. As they take a 2-run lead, 5 runs come in here in the bottom of the third for the La Joya Coyotes. Now Jake Moreno, who started the inning off with a single, an infield single, now comes all the way around to bat again in the inning with runners at first and third, 2 outs. First pitch is a strike. Runner goes and a single to left field as Peña comes in to score the 7th run of the inning, and Alanis goes to second. Moreno with a single to left field, an RBI single. So now Ryan Lopez, who flew out to left field, is in the inning and recorded the first out. So now 2 outs. Runner at first and second now. So Ryan Lopez gets hit by a pitch and moves over to first as home plate umpire. So Lopez goes to first on a hit by a pitch. And now Alanis moves over to third, Moreno to second, and Lopez. There's a courtesy runner, number 11, Rincon, with 2 outs. 6 runs come in here. First pitch is a ball. And Castillo gets away from that one. McAllen in the 5th, 1-0 up. Fouls that one off, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike on Castillo, the first baseman. So La Joya with bases loaded here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Ball hit right side. And that one is going to fall foul. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count now. The pitch from Mendoza. And just missed high, ball 3. Full count now on the hitter, Julian Castillo. Full count, 3-2 pitch on its way from Mendoza to Castillo. Throw to first, and it is safe at first. They try a back pick there with Roque coming behind the so 3-2 count on the hitter Castillo as the La Joya Coyotes have batted around in the inning. And a dead ball hit by a pitch. Castillo gets hit on a 3-2 count. Alanis comes in. Moreno to 3rd. Lopez to 2nd. And a new pitcher coming in. And that's number 18. Rolly Risa. And we're going to take a quick break real quick. We'll be back with more after this.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
His first batter he faces is Jonathan Martinez. Ball one. Strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike now on the hitter. Ground ball to the second baseman. Gonzalez over to first. And Martinez gets retired 4-3 for out number 3. As the Coyotes go around and bat around in the bottom of the third, scoring 7 runs on 8 hits. No errors and 3 left on base. And they take an 8-4 lead. Gonzalez, Montoya, and Lopez due up. We'll be back with more after this. Listen to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com.
Roadies Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Roadies also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Roadies Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, a new location in Uvalde, Texas.
So we're back live, and we get to the top of the 4th. Isaac Gonzalez, followed by Montoya and Hector Montoya. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gonzalez So Solis swinging a miss, strike 3, and gets Gonzalez swinging for out number 1. So now Hector Montoya. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. So down 8-4 here in the top of the 4th. Solis working his 3rd inning of work. Montoya pops it up left side and gets into foul territory. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter, Hector Montoya, the junior. So the 1-2 pitch on its way from Solis. Just missing, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two count now on Montoya. And the ball hit into right field, and that ball is gonna get in for a hit. As Montoya gets on a single to right field. Now David Lopez. On deck is Ray Mendoza for the Eagles. Solis, first pitch is a ball. Fouls that one off to the adjacent field here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. For the Eagles, they scored 4 runs in the top of the 1st and have been kept scoreless with Angel Solis on the mound for the La Joya Coyotes. Throw to first, not in time. As the Coyotes get 1 back in that bottom of the 1st, then in the 3rd they chase Eric Heredia out after 2/3 of an inning, after 2 2/3 of an inning, and Lopez fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 8-4 is the score. Coyotes get ahead in that 7-run 3rd inning. Castillo at first swiped at it. Montoya back safely. Misses outside, ball 2. So evens at the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Lady Eagles still down 3-0. Pops it up. In a 3-game series, a 2 out of 3 game series, usually the team that loses game 1 is kind of in, with their back at the wall. But for La Jolla, they didn't seem to phase them. Hit to left field. A nice piece of hitting by Lopez as he went with a pitch on a 2-2 pitch. And he gets a single to left field. So now Ray Mendoza. So Mendoza, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch is a ball. Throw down to second, not in time. Montoya gets up. There's a throw to third. And Lopez will go to second as they were throwing the ball around. Coach Mendoza over at third. So Montoya, as he was leaning a little bit, and the catcher Lopez threw it down to second. The ball get past him and into center field. Lopez moves to second on that throw to third. So now Ray Mendoza. Time is called. And Mendoza swings through that one. So 2 balls and a strike. And a ball hit to right field. 1 run will score. Lopez coming around and is going to be cut by the first baseman Castillo, and a RBI single for Mendoza to right field brings in Montoya. Lopez moves to third, and now DeAndre Torres, the senior, who is 1 for 2 today, with a single to center, comes up to bat with runners at the corners at first and third. First pitch is a ball. Ball 2. A ball hit, line drive to the second baseman for out number 2. So with 2 outs in the inning, Braulio, first pitch he sees, hits to third and a short bag to second and ends the inning as Braulio Rodriguez hits into a fielder's choice as they get Mendoza forced out at second. 5-4 for out number 3. So they get one run back and make it 8-5. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Garcia, De Leon, and Rodriguez due up. Listen to Freddie there at RealSportsLive.com.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, an attorney serving Maverick, Montgomery County, and the greater Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz.law. 830-201-3092. With 15 years of experience, call us first for fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, and someone you can trust. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez.
The wait is over at Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass. 24/7 Emergency Center is here. Stat Emergency Center takes the anguish out of the long wait times and the cramped waiting areas of the traditional ER, providing full services for your emergency without the inconvenience of the traditional ER. Stat is a fully staffed and licensed emergency center with a physician on site 24/7. Patients can relax in modern upscale suites before being evaluated. It's Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass, where the wait is over.
And we're back to live action. Popped up to right field. That's Adan Garcia as he lifts one to right fielder for out number 1. We're back live to RealSportsLive.com. First pitch from Rolly Risa is a ball. Misses outside ball 2. Strike 1 on the hitter De Leon. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Excuse me, strike 2. So 2-2 count on the hitter Carlos De Leon. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count on the hitter. 3-2 pitch on its way. Ball hit to right field. The right fielder going back, and over the right fielder's head. Around first. De Leon slides into second with a double to right field. Joya Rodriguez now, who is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. First pitch he sees, pops it up, right side. Foul. So no balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw over to first. For out number 2, striking out Rodriguez for out number 2. And De Leon moves over to third on the throw. So now Anthony Peña now will come up to bat. Ball 1. The ball hit into right field for a 2-out single for Peña. RBI single brings in De Leon from third. Makes it 9-5. Now Rain Alanis, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. So 2 outs, Peña at second base. Throw to first, not in time. Peña back. Runner goes. Throw down the second, not in time. Peña gets there in second safely. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. And a hit to the second baseman. Over to first for out number 3. And we complete 4 innings as the Alanis grounds out. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. So after 4 complete, Coyotes of La Joya 9. Eagle Pass Eagles 5. We'll be back with more after this. So we're back live and foul ball, strike 2, as the Eagles are down 9-5. We're in the top of the 5th. Del Bosque leading off. Ibarra and Roque due up. So we're in the 5th. Fouls that one off. So we lost the signal there for a bit because our internet went down. Now we're back on realsportslive.com. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. So we're in the 5th inning. Solis coming in that first inning after the Eagles got 4 runs off the starting pitcher, Saivera, and so we're back streaming the game. And a hit to right field for a single for the catcher. First pitch he sees. Hits to second, and the second baseman can't come up with it. So an error on the second baseman there. And the courtesy runner gets to second. Christian Barcena. Ibarra now at first. Isaac Roque. We're in the top of the fifth. No outs. First pitch hits it long, far. The center fielder gets to the ball. Tagging up is Barcena to third, excuse me. Roque flies out to center field for out number one. So now the pinch hitter number 24, CJ Jimenez, comes in. So Solis on the mound for the one out in the inning. Runners at the corners, first and third with one out. CJ ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman over to first to Castillo. That's the only play he had, and an RBI. Barra moves to second, 4-3 for out number 2. Now Hector Montoya. So 9-6, down 3 now, 9-6. Ibarra goes back. First pitch, Montoya. A nice snag by the first baseman, Castillo. There's an error on the play as Montoya reaches on an infield hit. So with 2 outs, runners at first and third. So we're trying to get the first pitch he sees. He fouls it left side, strike one. Runners at first and third, swing and a miss, strike two. So no balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Pitch, and it's a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Stays in the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third now. Montoya gets to second. Pitches in the dirt. Ball 2. And a chopper to first, Solis. The ball gets. Ball is on the ground, and they're looking to see that they crashed into each other. The pitcher, Solis and Lopez. And the ball was on the ground, but he had already tagged the base. As Lopez gets retired, 3-1 for out number 3. And one more comes in, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles still down 9-6. We'll be back with more after this.
The wait is over at Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass. 24/7 Emergency Center is here. Stat Emergency Center takes the anguish out of the long wait times and the cramped waiting areas of the traditional ER, providing full services for your emergency without the inconvenience of the traditional ER. Stat is a fully staffed and licensed emergency center with a physician on site 24/7. Patients can relax in modern upscale suites before being evaluated. It's Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass, where the wait is over.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs.
So Risa works is starting at work. Jake Moreno, who is two for three with an RBI and a run scored, comes to bat. One ball, no strikes. Outside ball two. And 2 balls, 1 strike. As we have some defensive changes. Orly Garza behind the plate. And just misses ball three. Ball hit, and it's a fair ball. As Roque gets nice grab by the first baseman. 3 unassisted for out number 1. And the first pitch, Lopez gets hit by a pitch. So now Julian Castillo is at the plate. First pitch, line drive, throw to first. Double play as Rincon was moving in that play, and Julian hits a line drive to third for out number 2, and then gets doubled up. Rincon gets doubled up at first. 5-3 for the putout. Double play to end the inning, and that ends the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base for the Coyotes as we complete 5 from Laredo Student Activity Center. Eagle Pass Eagles 6, La Joya Coyotes, the home team, 9. We'll be back with more after this.
When emergencies happen and panic sets in, Stat Emergency Center is here to treat any major or minor emergencies. Our freestanding emergency room offers licensed professionals that truly care, adult and pediatric care, fully equipped private treatment rooms. Plus, at Stat, you'll always be seen by an experienced ER physician, a dedicated team ready to serve you 24/7 when an emergency happens. Stat Emergency Center, corner of 2nd and Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass.
It's game day, and we're at Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels, 3164 Del Rio Boulevard, 773-4010. We're with Armin Flores, a proud sponsor of RealSportsLive.com and Eagle Pass Athletics. What are your May sales?
We don't have May sales. We have everyday sales here at Siesta Tires. So if you want to buy, stop on by or give us a call at 830-773-4010.
There you go. Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Back to the game. And we're back live, realsportslive.com, as we're broadcasting from Laredo, Texas, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center baseball complex in the back of the Student Activity Center. Leading off the top of the sixth, Ray Mendoza, followed by DeAndre Torres and Braulio Rodriguez. Solis, strike one, is working his fifth inning work, 5 2/3. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls that one off. Strike 2. In the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after 4 complete innings over at Zachary Softball Complex, the Lady Eagles are down 3-2 as they won game 1 yesterday in dramatic fashion, 11-7 as they went into extra innings. And the ball is hit into the gap. Incoming is the left fielder, Jake Moreno. And that was trouble if it got down. And Mendoza gets retired as he flies out to the left fielder for out number 1. Now number 8, DeAndre Torres. 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th. 9-6. So Torres is 1 for 3. First pitch is a ball. Ball is hit into center field. Center fielder under that one for out number 2. He went around, strike 1. So the Eagles down by 3. We're late in the game. We're in the top of the 6th. 9-6 is the score. And a ground ball, fair ball. Rodriguez chugging to first and will get in. And gets an infield hit to third. So now the pinch runner, number 12, Luna, will come in. Now Orly Garza, number 9. Ball 1 outside for Orly Garza, the new catcher. Ball 1. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Solis, swing and a miss. Garza swings through that one. Hits it down the line to third. Foul. So Solis on the mound after coming in that first have only allowed 2 runs and 6 hits for the Eagles after the Eagles chased Joshua Sarreda. Two count. Runner at first. 1 out, 2 outs, excuse me. Foul ball. Derek Ibarra is on deck. He reached on an error. 1 for 3 today with actually 0 for 3 with a walk. 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice RBI fly to center field. So 2-2 pitch from Solis to Garza. Outside, ball 3. So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 count, Solis, the pitch, and missing inside. Almost hit Garza. He goes over with a walk. Courtesy runner number 15, Victor Perry now. So down 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. Runners at first and second for J.J. Ibarra, and rounder to the shortstop. Peña ranges and makes the grab there at shortstop as Ibarra gets an infield hit. So now Isaac Roque, who has gone after the first pitch he's seen from Solis, and now he takes a pitch, strike 1. In the dirt. Bases loaded here for the Eagles. Ball 1. For 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Ball hit hard, and that one is going to fall in for a hit. One run will score. Perry around third. He will score. And a 2-out, 2 RBI single to right field for Roque as Luna comes in and Victor Perry comes in. Ibarra all the way to third. Makes it 9-8 now. The Eagles only down by 1 here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. And the hitter now, Isaac Gonzalez, the lefty. Solis had been getting some defensive help, but the Eagles have found some green out there in this inning and gotten back 2 more runs to make it 9-8. We're in the top of the 6th from the Laredo Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Game 2. Gonzalez, strike 1. Solis comes set from the stretch. Runner at first and third. And fouls it off. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now. So runners at first and third for the Eagles, 2 outs. The runner will go here with in the dirt, and Roque takes second without a throw. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Inside, missing ball 2. And the ball hit to left field. The left fielder under that one for out number 3. As Gonzalez flies out for out number 3. And that retires the Eagles here in the top of the 6th. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Martinez, Garcia, and De Leon do up for the Coyotes of La Joya. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day on RealSportsLive.com.
It's game day, and we're live from Brownie Vigo Pass with Sal here. Remember, just call Sal at 513-6675.
If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, just call Sal 830-513-6675. Thank you, guys.
Great selection here at Brownie Vigo Pass. Make sure you guys call Sal at 513-6675. Great supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. That's Sal. Don't forget the number, 513-6675. We're back to the game. Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken.
And we're back to live action. Freddie Day bringing you all the play-by-play from Laredo, Texas, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. The Eagles have a 1-0 lead in the series as they won last night behind Ray Mendoza's complete game one hit shutout, 7-0. And we are in the bottom of the sixth. 9-8 is the score. The Eagles are down by one. Jonathan Martinez, followed by Garcia and De Leon, due up for the La Joya Coyotes. Now, if the Eagles get the win, the series is over. But if they lose, then we go to game 3, which is 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. So Martinez, who reached on an error, got a hit and hit to the second baseman his last time up. Ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. The Lady Eagles are still down 3-2. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. Rolly Risa Jr., pitcher for the Eagles. Strike 1 as Martinez was already tossing the bat towards home plate, towards his dugout. And Martinez gets hit. A hit by a pitch. That's the third hit by a hit batter by a Eagle pitcher. So now Adan Garcia, 1 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in that 7-run inning. Number 6 will be a pinch runner. Number 6, Celentonio Fuentes. So in the bottom of the 6th, as the coach comes out to talk to his pitcher, Coach Villa. The Eagles score 4 runs in the top of the first and score 4 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 2 in the 6th inning for the Coyotes of La Joya. They scored 1 in the bottom of the first. They scored 7 in the bottom of the third, 1 in the bottom of the fourth to take a 9-8 lead. As the Eagles have been plugging along, trying to get back into the game, as they are 1 game away from advancing to the area round. No outs, runner at first is the pinch runner, Fuentes. Garcia at the plate, misses high, ball 1. And a bunt. Throws to third. Force out at third. A nice play by the pitcher, Lopez, as he comes off the mound and gets 1-5 for out number one. On a bunt, a fielder's choice as De Leon gets on, runner to second. So one out here in the bottom of the sixth with runners at first and second. Martinez reached on a on a hit by a pitch, and then his courtesy runner got to second on a fielder's choice by Garcia. As Garcia hit to third, Braulio made the throw to second, but the umpire called him safe. So, and then De Leon hits into a fielder's choice, or bunts into a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, strike one as Rodriguez swings through that one. One out, runners at first and second. 9-8 is the score. Eagles down by one. They lead the series 1-0 as they're up from last night's game 7-0. Lopez checks the runner at second. Throw back to second, not in time. So after five complete from the Zachary Softball Complex here in Laredo, Texas, the Lady Eagles are down 6-2 after five complete innings, and they won game one last night. So Edinburgh is fighting to get to game three. In the dirt as Garza gets on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. Anthony Peña, who is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored, is on deck for the Joya. Garcia So number 1, Elias Morales now over at second base as a pinch runner for Garcia. Ball hit to center field. The center fielder will get on that ball. Mendoza throws it in quickly for out number 2. So now Anthony Peña will come up to bat with 2 outs, runners at first and second, up by 1, 9-8. Strike on the outside corner. Now in the top of the 7th for the Eagles, they are going to have Montoya, Lopez in the top of the lineup as they're down by 1. With runners at first and second, La Joya. Throw back to second. Ball gets away as it hits the runner. Throwing the ball in. And the pinch runner gets to third. De Leon gets to second. As the ball gets away, it hits the player in the back of the foot. It ricochets. It ricocheted out to left field, to right field, excuse me. Strike 2. Fouled ball. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And misses on the outside corner. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Misses high. Ball 2. As he faces a 2-2 pitch here. Lopez to Peña. Foul ball popped up. Go foul. Ball hit to left field, goes back and then comes forward. And Peña flies out to left field for out number 3, and that retires the Coyotes. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the top of the 7th. The Eagles down by 1. Hector, Montoya, Lopez, and Mendoza due up. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com.
The wait is over at Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass. 24/7 Emergency Center is here. Stat Emergency Center takes the anguish out of the long wait times and the cramped waiting areas of the traditional ER, providing full services for your emergency without the inconvenience of the traditional ER. Stat is a fully staffed and licensed emergency center with a physician on site 24/7. Patients can relax in modern upscale suites before being evaluated. It's Stat Emergency Center Eagle Pass, where the wait is over.
So we're back live to RealSportsLive.com, and we're live from Laredo, Texas, the Student Activity Center. As the Eagle Pass Eagles are down by 1 here in the top of the 7th now, as they lead the series 1-0. They're looking to close out the series here in Game 2. If needed, Game 3 will be 30 minutes after, but La Joya stormed back as we give you a bit of scoring highlights as far as for the Eagles in the top of the 1st. They score 4 runs quickly as Mendoza walks, stole second base. Braulio Rodriguez intentionally walked, and then a RBI single by Del Bosque to right field. A sacrifice RBI by Derek Ibarra, and then an RBI double by Roque, and then a single by Gonzalez, and then Montoya got an RBI single to right to plate the 4 runs. In the bottom of the 1st, the La Joya Coyotes, Alanis grounds out to second base, and then Moreno grounds out to the first baseman. Lopez comes up, and there's an error by the shortstop that he reaches on. A single by Castillo to left, an error fly ball from Martinez as Ibarra, the left fielder, drops it That could have been a third out and not scored a run. And then a hit, RBI single by Garcia scores Lopez. That's how they got their first one. And then in the third, they played 7 runs to take us 8-4 lead. The Eagles kept plugging along, and now 9-8 is the score as we go to the top of the 7th, down by 1. So Hector Montoya followed by David Lopez and then Ray Mendoza. Now number 27 comes in. Solis pitched 5 2/3. 5 1/3. So ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on the leadoff hitter of the inning. Hernandez. That's Fernando Hernandez on the mound as he came in last night also. And a ground ball to the first baseman. Castillo flips over to Hernandez and almost threw it away as Hernandez fields his position. And a 3-1 put out for out number 1. So now David Lopez, who came in that 6th inning to close out the inning for the Eagles. Lopez is 1 for 3. Strike 1 as the Eagles need 1 to tie, 1 to take the lead here in the top of the 7th. They're down by 1. Changes the speed. Strike 2, Hernandez. David Lopez, a sophomore. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Hernandez gets Lopez swinging for out number 2. Now Ray Mendoza comes to bat. The top of the lineup for the Eagles. With 2 outs. Down by 1. Hernandez on the mound trying to close out and take it into game 3. And the first pitch, Mendoza gets hit. So hit by a pitch. He moves over to first. So now Torres, who with 1 pitch can change the complexity of the game. He does have power. Strike 1. Mendoza takes his lead. Ball inside. So 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike on Torres. Inside, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the Eagles are down to their last out here in the top of the 7th. They need that run at first to score to continue the game as we're in the top of the 7th. La Joya, the home team. 1-2 pitch on its way. This is outside. Ball 2. Now that's one thing that you're not gonna fool Torres. Torres is a very patient hitter. He's going to Alvin Junior College, one of the top junior JUCO programs in the state of Texas. The 2-2 pitch, and the ball hit into right field. And again, it's one of those things where he's a senior, and he is. So now Braulio Rodriguez with 2 outs. Now, a couple of years ago, in the first round, Braulio Rodriguez won a game with a home run back in Eagle Pass as they were playing a home and home. So Braulio, he does have late inning heroics in his So Hernandez, first pitch is outside, ball 1. As the Eagles are going to be patiently waiting for something that they can handle, that they can drive and hit. Mendoza at second. Torres at first. Hernandez. Ball lifted right side, getting down the right field line and foul. Hernandez throws about 55%, half of the pitches are curveballs. He has a slow curveball, throws it for strikes. Will try to get up his top speed is 73 on a fastball. So after throwing those those breaking balls, he can get it up there, 71. His slider 64 to 67. So they're gonna mix it up with him, the pitcher. So Braulio rips it into left field. The left fielder throw it in and scores, ties up the ball game. A single to left field, an RBI single, 2 out. Mendoza comes in from second to tie up the ball game at 9-9. And now they re-enter Del Bosque, who started as a catcher and now re-entering. He's 2 for 3 with 2 hits, an RBI, 2 runs score. Actually, his courtesy runner scored. So now the go-ahead run is at second base, inside, ball 1. The go-ahead run is in scoring position. Torres at second. Rodriguez, who got the 1 RBI single to left, is at first. Hernandez, the pitch, and a hit, and that's gonna get down for a hit. And Torres will round third, coming into home to get the go-ahead run. And Del Bosque comes in with a 2-out hit, RBI single to take a 10-9 lead with 2 outs. So now Derek Ibarra with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Ibarra 1 for 4. Ball 1, strike 1. So a 2-ball, 1 grounder that will get in. And Rodriguez will come around to score. There's going to be a play at the plate. He is safe at home. Throw to third. And Ibarra gets an RBI single. Brings in Rodriguez from second. And Del Bosque gets the third. Ibarra stays at 11-9 now. They go up 2 runs. So they will bring in Castillo now, the first baseman. So the Eagles tack on 3 runs here in the top of the 7th as they were down 9-8 and now up 11-9 as we're in the top of the 7th. The Eagles take a 2-run lead and Castillo will come in to try and so Julian Castillo stays outside, rarely goes inside. Tries to mix up pitches. His fastball tops out at 80. He averages about 78 to 79. His curveball is a nice curveball, 71 to 74. But again, the Eagle Pass Eagles ahead here. As the Eagles have a 1-0 lead in the series and now have an 11-9 lead here in the top of the 7th as the Eagles storm back as Hernandez, just like last night, Hernandez came in after Martinez and they scored off of him. So now with 2 outs in the inning, Isaac Roque, who is 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored, will come in with a runner at first and third. Ibarra at first, Del Bosque at third, Castillo. First pitch he sees, drives it, and the center fielder gets under it for out number 3. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. 11-9 the score. We go to the bottom of the 7th with the score. Your Eagle Pass Eagles 11, the La Joya Coyotes 9. Alanis, Moreno, and Lopez are due up, the top of the lineup for the Coyotes. And the final from the Zachary Student Activity or Zachary Softball Complex, 8-2 as the Lady Eagles lose game 2 against Edinburgh High, and now so they play the game 3 over at Zachary Softball Complex in 30 minutes. And we're going to keep it here. David Lopez here coming in to try and close out the game here as he came in that inning with bases loaded and got the 2 outs. Fly out to center and fly out to left. After Rolly Risa, so Eric Heredia threw 2 2/3. Edward Mendoza threw a third of an inning. Rolly Risa threw 2 1/3 innings, and David Lopez is coming in to throw an inning and 2/3. So now Alanis, first batter he sees, ball 1. Grounded out to second twice, flew out to the first baseman, and a hit. Strike 1. So 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th. Lopez on the mound for Eagle Pass, a sophomore. And a ground ball that backhands by Torres, throws to first. A dig, out number 1. A nice dig play by Isaac Roque at first. 6-3 for out number 1. And now Jake Moreno, who grounded out to the first baseman last time in the 5th. He has 2 hits. He's 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. And everything towards the right side. They pull everything. Lopez first pitch, strike inside as they brought back Del Bosque to catch. Curveball misses low, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it off. Ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We want to thank, of course, the Eagle Pass ISD iVision for allowing us to tap into their feed, their video feed, and we're broadcasting this game live. We also want to thank the UISD, everybody from the United ISD, always gracious host, as Bobby Cruz and his whole staff from the officers that are here taking care of the premises, to everybody in the concession stand and all the workers here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. And just missed it. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ryan Lopez is on deck, the catcher, followed by Castillo in the hole. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. 11-9 the score. 3-2 pitch on its way. A ground ball to the third baseman. Over to first for out number 2. And Moreno grounds out 5-3 for out number 2. So now Ryan Lopez comes up to bat. There's the fans here from Eagle Pass cheering on. Ryan Lopez, who got hit by a pitch twice, reached on an error. First pitch is a strike. And a line drive gets through as Lopez hits a line drive that Torres almost got to, diving there. And Lopez gets on a single to left. So now Julian Castillo, the first baseman. Jose Rincon over at first base, the courtesy runner for the catcher. And now Julian Castillo, who is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Ball 1. 11-9 the score. The Eagles up by 2. La Joya has a runner on with 2 outs. The tying run is at the plate. Ball 2. Coach talking to Lopez as far as that runner that's on at second base really doesn't mean much. He needs to go after the batter who with 2 outs and strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lopez comes set from the stretch. 1 ball or 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. And a ground ball that gets through into left field. And Ibarra throws the home. An RBI single by Castillo. Bringing in the run, making it 11-10. Goes to second on the throw to home. And Jonathan Martinez. The score 11-10 now. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. As the Eagles cling on to a 1-run lead. Now DeAndre Torres will come in to try and get the last out with 2 outs in the inning. Ibarra throws a home, and that was not necessary for the throw to home as they needed to keep the runner at first. Now the runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Jonathan Martinez, who reached on an error back in the first, got a hit, RBI single in that 7-run inning. In the third, he scored, grounded out to second, and then got hit by a pitch. So the tying run is at second base. The winning run is at home plate. The Eagles up by 1 for La Joya in their scoring. La Joya scored 1 in the first, 7 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and then 1 right now 1 in the fourth, and then 1 here in the bottom of the 7th to take 11-10 is the score. For the Eagles, they scored 4 in the first, they scored 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and then 3 in the top of the 7th to take that 11-9 lead. Now they only lead by 1, and there is an intentional walk. As they give Martinez a free pass to set up a force out at any base. So now, actually, number 9 is coming in. Number 9, the pinch hitter, Alan Delgado. So Alan Delgado, actually, did he check in? Not sure. Gonna check with the umpire. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 11-10 to score. La Joya down by 1. The tying run is at second. The winning run is at first. DeAndre Torres, the senior, now at the on the mound. The lefty coming in. Some changes made here. Ball 1. And David Lopez over at second. Isaac Gonzalez moves over to short. All they need is 1 out. And a nice block behind the ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The score 11-10. Eagles up by 1. Bottom of the 7th. Tying run at second. Winning run at first for La Joya. Strike 1. The Eagles surprising everybody in District 29 6A as they shared the district title with Southwest and Alexander, 10-4. Torres comes set from the stretch. 2 balls, 1 strike. And misses outside, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Bases, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Torres, the pitch. Strike 2. So it comes down to a full count. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Torres comes set, gets the sign. The 3-2 pitch on its way. And misses outside. Ball 4. As he walks, Delgado loads up the bases. Now the tying run 90 feet away. The winning run at second. Carlos De Leon, who reached on a fielder's choice, has 2 hits, 2 for 4, with 2 runs scored. And misses, ball 1. Torres, strike 1. So 1-1 the count. De Leon takes his time. Looks over to Coach Flores over at third. Torres gets his sign. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Ball 2. Tying run for La Joya is at third. Pitch is low. Ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Tying run is at third. Winning run is at second. The Eagles are ahead in the series 1-0 after that 7-0 win last night. 3-1 pitch on its way. Fly ball to center field. The center fielder going back, under it for out number 3. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as DeAndre Torres gets the last out. De Leon flies out to center field for out number 3. And the Eagles move on to the area championship as they win the by-district 2-0. Come from behind win 11-10. For the Eagle Pass Eagles as they get as 5 pitchers come into this game to get the win. And the Eagles take the 11-10 win. And drenched over there at the mound for Coach Mendoza. Coach Mendoza now a district champion, a by-district champion, now going to the area finals as they await the winner of Harlingen and Edinburgh Vela. A great game by La Joya. La Joya came back and took a 7-4 lead, then they take an 8-4 lead, and the Eagles just chipped away, and they get the win. And guys, thank you very much for logging on and tuning in to realsportslive.com. From all of us here at from Laredo, Texas, and we thank the guys from Eagle Pass ISD iVision for giving us the feed. From all of us here, I'm Freddie Deya, realsportslive.com. Thank you once again. The final from the United ISD Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Your Eagle Pass Eagles 11, the La Joya Coyotes 10. The Eagles take the 2-0. Thank you very much, and good day.